Animation is an impactful and prevalent art form within today's modern-day film industry. Everywhere you look, major studios are releasing countless entries within the medium to audiences everywhere, to the delight of many. You see, these movies are targeted towards children mainly, as the zany colors, fast-paced plots, and whimsical characters make abundantly clear. This is often seen as a success, especially to major studios and corporations behind some of these films, as they are intent on replicating the successes of past entries with countless sequels and reimaginings. Yet for many audiences, myself included, a certain sort of fatigue can set in within these specific instances. You see, animation can be a medium for children's entertainment, but it can also be so much more than this. Animation studios and filmmakers have started to understand this, as they have shifted their priorities within their films away from stock, mindless occurrences, and more towards universal ideas and themes that can appeal to a broad audience. Yet, although many of these mainstream studios are able to capture this specific facet of animation to great effect, it is truly within the independent world of animation where such growth can be found to immense effect. Filmmakers and artists pour their hearts and souls in each project within this sphere, and it's plain to see. This is often where the artistic value of animation itself is portrayed as its most prominent and impactful value, where audiences can take a look at the inherent worth of a piece and identify and relate to so much of its intrinsic value from an artistic and thematic standpoint. And this is especially true within the short film section of these independent animated projects. Every so often there arrives a film that truly reinvigorates my love and passion for the art form of animation in some capacity. These are the movies that showcase a raw and fundamental understanding of the medium, filling their runtimes full of established artistic nuance and insight that cannot be found elsewhere within the modern day industry. And when this happens, it is truly a thing of beauty to witness. And this is the exact feeling that I left the new animated short film FOREVERGREEN with after I screened it at a recent film festival I was covering. Now, FOREVERGREEN is an interesting project from a conceptual standpoint as well. Created and crafted by longtime Disney animators Nathan Engelhardt and Jeremy Spears, it is a short film that is a clear labor of love and passion within the industry, and this is clear to see in every waking moment of the film. Over the course of 5 years, ever since the short's first inception, Jeremy and Nathan worked with over 200 artists and animators on the film, yet in a wholly unique way from other projects they worked on in the past. FOREVERGREEN is a project that is completely and uniquely independent in nature, meaning that the talented team of artists behind it, as well as Jeremy and Nathan themselves, poured every single second of free time and ability they had into the film. Many of the artists who worked on the film held down full-time jobs in the process of crafting the short film, meaning they would have to balance their full-time animation capabilities on major motion pictures while simultaneously devoting time and effort to ensuring FOREVERGREEN turned out the best it possibly could. Such a labor of love, time, and dedication almost seems unfathomable in the grand scheme of the animation industry, and it is clear in more ways than one that FOREVERGREEN meant an incredible amount not just to Jeremy and Nathan themselves, but to the entire team that worked on this short film as well. In FOREVERGREEN, audiences are introduced to a small bear cub who moves through a dark and snowy forest, lost, alone, and looking for guidance and help inside of a cruel world around him. He soon finds a sense of connection, companionship, and family when a pine tree befriends the young cub, taking the bear under his wing and raising him through life, where both the bear and the tree will have to grapple with their personal relationships and devotion to each other when insurmountable obstacles and tragedies arise to meet them. In telling a story like FOREVERGREEN through such an individualistic and stylized lens, the film manages to stand apart from the style and never feels overbearingly flashy or over the top for the sake of attaining such artistic status. Instead, the art style here blends into the material, complementing so many of the emotional flourishes and never losing sight of where the real heart within the film lies. This is exemplified in full throughout the relationship of the two main characters. The bear feels lost, alone, and singular within his world, wandering around aimlessly and looking for that sense of connection wherever he can find it. Yet, the sense of connection occurs within the most unlikely of places, mainly a massive pine tree who takes the young cub under his wing and helps nurture his growth over the years. In establishing the relationship between the bear and the tree offers the bear a gift. A small tree sapling is planted in the ground. The individual goal in mind becomes clear. As the bear grows, so will the tree sapling. As the bear continues to mature and evolve over the years, branching out and becoming his own individual character, so will the tree flourish and produce vibrant colors and beautiful flourishes. And this central tree is the core emotional point of FOREVERGREEN, in which this representation carries so much weight with it. After the bear discovers that a human encampment nearby hides food and treasures that all woodland creatures would want to pursue, the tree is fearful and forceful, preventing the bear from pursuing this at any cost necessary out of a fear of what might happen to him. This leads the bear to destroy the small sapling, the symbol of his relationship and complexity with the tree, which signifies an emotional term within the story itself in such a grounded and painstaking way. Yet, as the events of the film transpire, and the stakes grow more personal and grounded by the minute, this recurring motif of growth comes back in the form of the small sapling. The point of such a symbol is made clear in such a grandiose and beautiful way. Even though the bear destroys the small tree, there is still time to allow the small seedling remnants to grow into something beautiful. Even though we might ruin our relationships with each other out of fear, anxiety, sadness, or anger, we can still rectify and forgive each other, kindling our relationships and connections and watching them grow into something truly profound and meaningful. And this is precisely the central theme and idea that FOREVERGREEN conveys to such a profound and insightful degree. Jeremy and Nathan have stated that the story of FOREVERGREEN is based off of the parable story of the prodigal son, found in the Bible and Christian culture. cultures. And such a parallel really speaks to the emotional truth of this story in particular. Parents will do anything for the well-being of their children. They care for and love them to an infinite degree, often sacrificing their own well-being to ensure success and comfort for their own children. Yet oftentimes, especially in the spur of the moment, children don't often understand their parents' actions until much later. We often are so blindsided by our own desires and achievements within childhood that we don't stop to think about the impact that we not only have on our parents, but that our parents have on us as well. And to this degree, FOREVERGREEN is a story about a parental figure who sacrifices so much to provide a sense of love, comfort, and companionship to their child. And on this level, the film is such a poignant and impactful reminder of the personal sacrifices and struggles that we often ascertain for the people we love. This central emotional angle is framed with vibrant and layered animation, showcasing a rare form of technique and substance that is not often found within the modern-day animation industry. The film takes on a tone and style akin to woodwork elements, surely due in part to Jeremy's involvement in side pursuit and woodworking exploits. The film therefore makes blatant and purposeful use of this individualistic style, bringing a vibrant world to life with all the styles and nuances of traditional stop-motion animation, with tangible set design and physical elements that feel real, but the movement and technique of modern-day 3D animation in a way that brings about a blended infusion of both styles. The result of the two is hard to even describe at times. It's a visual style unlike anything I can confidently say I've seen in the animation industry thus far. And honestly, whether I likely will again is a question only Jeremy and Nathan could answer. The film is lush and vibrant, making purposeful use of color, texture, and focal length to highlight and accentuate so many of the elements within this gorgeous world on display. In this way, FOREVERGREEN is also an impactful reminder about the importance of artistically driven animation in this modern-day industry. In just 15 short minutes, audiences are treated to a complex exploration of characterization that often cannot even be found in films that are around 2 hours in length. In telling the story of FOREVERGREEN, the filmmaking team has instilled such lively personalities into creatures that otherwise would not be able to hold such depth and weight in terms of emotional capability, which is in a bear and a pine tree respectively. Yet through the incredible use of animation techniques and facial expressions, the film tells such an emotionally resonant and sprawling story using no dialogue whatsoever, which is astonishing to witness. In addition, the fantastic music score here by Josh Garrels and Isaac Wardell almost becomes a singular character in the film itself, complementing the emotional flourishes of the story and the artistic vision on screen with perfect capability. The woodsy, folk-inspired tunes lay down such a fundamental backbone for the story itself. And it truly is a project that understands and highlights the importance of music within the art form of cinema itself to move story beats along and highlight emotion at key points within the venture. Yet, for all the incredible qualities that ultimately make up FOREVERGREEN and its runtime, the biggest bit of praise I can heap upon the film is how special it truly is in every sense of the word. This is a project that is genuinely crafted with painstaking love and admiration for the art form of cinema itself, and it shows in every second of the runtime. Every bit of those 5.5 years of production was well spent, and the talent and dedication of all the crew and artists behind the project deserves to be seen as such. If you're anything like me, chances are you'll discover FOREVERGREEN as it makes its way around the festival circuit. It's already played at fantastic film festivals worldwide, such as Annecy, Indie Shorts, Animeo, and others, and it has upcoming festival appearances that are sure to delight and enthrall audiences everywhere. This is why I will leave off my review of the film with this. If this film is playing at a film festival anywhere near you, do not hesitate to go see this one. Grab your friends and family, get tickets, and prepare to experience something wholly unique and original and visionary within the animation medium. You see, FOREVERGREEN is an animated project that enthralls and entertains, and that much is certain. Yet, it's also the rare piece of media within the art form that understands how to use the fundamental technique of animation to make the audience feel and empathize with events occurring on screen. It's hard not to fall in love with FOREVERGREEN and its world from the very first minutes of the runtime, and I can't wait for audiences to discover the vibrant world on display for themselves. That's why I'm giving FOREVERGREEN a 4.5 out of 5 stars. If you're interested in learning more about the film itself, or want to see future festival appearances in the upcoming months, you can check out the film's website at www.forevergreenfilm.com, as well as their Instagram account at forevergreen_short_film for more updates. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this review on my channel. If you're new around here and you like the content you see, don't forget to click that subscribe button down below, like the video, and turn on push notifications. Also, leave comment suggestions down below for future video, essay, and review topics. With that being said, until next time, this is Mitchell signing off. Peace out.